Hello and welcome to another edition of City Talk. My name is Tim Shaw. I'm the Government Affairs Director here at the Pacific West Association of Realtors. My guest today is the Mayor of Orange, Mayor Mark Murphy. Mark, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Well, thanks for the kind invitation. I appreciate it. It's fun to be here.
All right. So we liked your city so much we named our county after you.
That's correct.
Great city of Orange. So why don't you, I know you're the newly elected mayor, but this is not your first rodeo. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about your history with the city of Orange?
Oh, well, thank you. I'm very fortunate. I'm born and raised in the city of Orange, and I will tell you up front, I'm biased that I know it's the best place absolutely to live, work, and raise a family. I grew up here, went to school in Orange, and then had a residence in Orange my entire life. And my parents always told me that if you liked where you live, you should try and contribute a little bit back. So started volunteering and ultimately was fortunate enough to be selected as the mayor in the city of Orange. We directly elect, so it is by election and affirmation of the voting public, and we're about 144,000 people. And so it feels good to get to be mayor of my hometown.
That's great. And what do you do professionally besides this?
I work in the technology business. I work for Hewlett-Packard Enterprise now, part of the Hewlett-Packard entities that everyone's familiar with in their homes. So be sure and buy plenty of toner and help my retirement fund, would you?
We'll work on that. So the city of Orange, you know, when I think about Orange, I think about the awesome downtown Orange. I love all the antique stores and just restaurants and a lot of cool stuff. I know parking's been a bit of a challenge, but we've got some good news there. What can you tell us about that downtown Orange and specifically the parking?
Well, sure. The historic district downtown is really one of the icons, one of the jewels of the city, and we're very fortunate to have been recognized as one of America's great places. It's actually the largest historic district. It's number 2 in the country, and we'd love to catch up with Pennsylvania, but they had a head start on us, so my guess is we're going to be a strong number 2. But it continues to be recognized for planning, for innovation, and the rest. And as you mentioned, it's a great blend of restaurants and retail, and really is a source of identity. The Plaza Park downtown is one of the oldest entities in the county, and as well continues to be preserved and polished and recognized for it. But you mentioned the parking, and I have to say thank you to OCTA and the rest, and you're certainly the chair of OCTA this year, so thanks for your involvement as well. In partnership with Metrolink and OCTA and the rest, a new parking structure was opened in Orange to encourage the commuter base as well as in support downtown, and that's been just very well received. It opened here about 3 months ago and is a great addition to the community.
Fantastic. You know, I always like to ask mayors about the schools. When I think about schools in Orange, the first thought that comes to mind is Chapman University, of course we all know, but what else can you tell us about the education in schools in Orange?
Well, there's a full range of opportunities both for youth and adults. I'm a proud graduate of Orange High School, so once a Panther, always a Panther for you Panthers out there. But as well, you mentioned Chapman University. It's an extraordinary partnership and synergy with the city in that they bring so much opportunity, both cultural, educational, academic, as well as opportunities for the community to be involved. A lot of people don't know it, but most all events that Chapman present, including lectures, etc., are available to the public. Certain things you have to get a permission up front, just based on safety of number of people, etc. But the Musco Center of the Arts is truly a world-class venue for a wide range of music and art presentations, the digital theater, the film school. I mean, I can go on for a long time. And I also don't want to leave out our community college, San Diego Canyon College, of which we have a partnership with OCTA, so that if you're a student there, a full-time student there, and have paid your tuition, you have the ability to ride OCTA to get not only to and from school, but on weekends as well to promote additional mass transit here in the city of Orange. So we're very fortunate to have really this sort of rich ensemble of education in Orange.
Very good. Can you tell us anything about any other commercial developments we might be looking forward to in the near future? Businesses coming to town, that kind of stuff?
Well, we just opened 3 new restaurants downtown in the last 8 weeks. I shouldn't say we, I like to, we because of the location. These are all private investors and private enterprise. There's a new restaurant called Snooze for breakfast and lunch that's very positive and very busy up from the get-go. I went by there yesterday at 11 a.m. and they were lined out the door. People know about Earth Cafe that opened earlier this year, the taco shop. Fork and Salad is actually the most timely one. A group from Hawaii that have restaurants in Hawaii opened their first one on the mainland, and it soft opened this past weekend. So those are three to come to mind downtown. There's active expansion going on at the outlets at Orange, out on the West End, and they're really a success story as well, especially in the last few years as they've refocused the concept to retail and restaurant, and have really done an extraordinary job out there. And then there's a number of smaller individual investments going on in the city of Orange, and that's what I really like. Is Orange is fortunate to have a nice mix of small businesses, single proprietors, and the rest. And yet we have the #1 Toyota dealership in the area, #2 in the country. On the business side, we have one of the largest petroleum importer-exporter distributor companies in the country. So we have this balance, and it makes us a little more recession-proof, I guess I'll say, or at least insulated. Nobody's recession-proof,
Right.
but in terms of smoothing out the curves economically, we're very, very fortunate.
Okay.
There, and they were sort of kidding me about, well, where are you going to put your horse, Mark? And I took them around the corner and I live on a 9,000 square foot lot. I don't live in an equestrian centered area where I can have the horse in the backyard. But we have a community stable that we fund as a part of our association up there, and you can rent space to have your horses right close by with trails to get to the 4 state and federal parks that are in the area and county parks that are in the area as well. So I tell you I'm biased, as you well know, but I really believe, as from a realtor standpoint, that you can say yes to an awful lot of living scenarios and environments and family sizes and the rest in Orange, and be comfortable that you've represented your client well.
So Orange has got a little bit of something for everybody, I think was your message.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Exactly. Well said.
Well, Mayor Mark Murphy, it's been great to have you, and we'll look forward to great things in the city of Orange.
Great. Thanks
so
for the
much.
kind invitation.